Hey guys, in this video, I'd like to cover an important topic that I think is part of the reason that we upload piano tutorials. And as you can probably see there from the title, one of the reasons that we believe that most piano tutorials out there on YouTube are not really that good. They're actually pretty bad, pretty terrible. One of the things that I like to mention is that most piano tutorials that you'll see, and we're talking about the video game style piano tutorials, they're mostly designed for you to play the melody of the song. And the problem with that is that when you play with an artist, when you play a song like the songs that we teach here at the Hit Music Studio, one of the main goals for you as a keyboard player will be to do the parts of the song that are not what the singer is doing. So if you are learning those parts, by the time that you get a chance to be in a band and to perform with someone, the singer is gonna be like, what are you doing? Like, what are you playing my part? And let me tell you, I guess, an interesting story about my past. When I was growing up, I really looked up to an artist called Ricardo Montaner. He is a really good songwriter, really good singer. He sings mainly like pop ballad. And when I was growing up, he was a really big star. And learning his songs to me was very cool because they have a lot of piano. So when I was growing up, I probably learned, I don't know, a good amount of songs, maybe about 10 of his songs. And to me it was very cool, like seeing him on TV and all that. Fast forward about 20 years later, I actually got a chance to meet him and to play with him, and it was a very surreal experience to know that so many years before I had learned the songs because I was interested in how they sounded, and later on in life to actually be on stage with him, like next to him, being able to perform them live. So I do want to encourage you guys to learn the actual piano parts of songs instead of doing the melody line, because same as I had that opportunity, I would like to believe that some of our students can get there as well, and you may end up playing with your favorite artist one day. But I don't think that that's going to happen if you are receiving a little bit of the wrong information. Now, when it comes to piano tutorials, one of the biggest things that I see also as an issue is that first, I don't even understand. They're called tutorials, but they don't even have a person explaining how to do anything. Most of them, they're this video game style in which the notes are coming down the screen and like just hitting the keys. And one of the problems that I have seen with some of my students that are learning that type of tutorials is that there's no fingerings. And what does that mean? That you're not really learning how to play those melodies correctly. So the human voice has a lot of nuances, and it's somewhat hard to produce the same nuances on a piano that you will hear a singer do. So one of the things that we were trying to encourage you guys is to learn how to do things correctly. And one of the things that I have seen with my students is because they don't have a framework and there's no one explaining and you can just see the notes, then it's up to you to try to figure it out. But I think in the figuring out, a lot of the students that I have seen develop this like almost bad habits of maybe playing with one finger, repeating things, crossing over with ways that would not make any sense. So for me, it's super, super important to mention and to hopefully encourage you guys to find proper tutorials and people that truly are trying to get you from one step to the other. There is a good amount of information out there, and one of the reasons that we started doing tutorials is because we saw this massive amount of information out there in the ones that are trying to show you the melody. One interesting thing is that this doesn't happen in guitar. In guitar, if you look for your favorite songs that are current, and you put guitar tutorial, for the most part, the guys that you will see are showing you how to play the chords of the song or the actual guitar parts of the song. But in piano, it just seems like the standard is learning the melody line. And piano has the beauty that you can play by yourself. I think that is a really cool thing about the instrument. But that doesn't mean that you should learn the part of a singer, because again, if you get the chance to perform live in any kind of like context for that specific style of music, you're not really going to have the opportunity to be able to play what the singer is playing. So for us, it's really, really important to try to encourage you guys to learn the song parts of the music that you like, because that's another thing. learning parts of songs would also slowly get you a framework of what you're going to be required to do if you do choose to pursue music. And I think one very cool thing is that songs have different challenges, and songs are written by different people. Sometimes a song might be substantially harder, depending on who wrote the part of the song. But I absolutely believe it's critical for you guys to be learning the proper song parts. Now, sometimes things are not necessarily perfect. And one thing that was very interesting with my specific experience with Ricardo is that Ricardo does most of his songs a little bit lower than where he records them at. So a lot of the songs that I learn, I almost had to relearn them because he does it in a higher key when he records in the studio than when he performs live, which is absolutely understandable because he also is singing really high material for an hour and a half, 2 hours when he does a concert. And that's also something that a lot of like artists do. When they have a concert that they're singing a lot of like high, register things, they try to lower some of them. So definitely, if you guys are young and you are interested in learning music, I would stay away from the piano tutorials that are showing you the melody. And I think it's very important to learn properly and correctly. And I do believe that there's a lot of information out there, but at the same time, it's important to try to get through a framework because it's easy to develop bad habits, and it takes a lot of energy to correct those bad habits. So we hope this video truly gives you guys an idea of who to watch for when you're looking at music instruction. And here at the music studio, we do believe in putting content, and we're putting as much as we can because we're very passionate about helping people. Definitely, if you guys have any questions or topics that you would like to see us cover, for us, we do this for you guys to help you. We do this for people that are young also because I believe that there's tons of material, but it's mostly for adults. And a lot of the people that are teaching on YouTube also have the problem that they don't really have students themselves. So it's people that are sometimes good musicians, but they don't really have a way of testing what they're saying and what they're doing. And one thing that I love about the position that I'm in is that when I put a tutorial out, I actually have my students try it out, and every now and then they come to me and say like, "Well, I didn't understand this," and so it allows me to get very good feedback of things that work and things that don't. And when you are young, things are very specific. So when you are young, sometimes you need the person that is putting this content to truly keep in mind your age. So we hope this video truly helped you guys out. Let me know if you have any other topics that you would like to see us cover. And we are the Hit Music Studio. We are on Instagram and Facebook and putting content there as well. So we hope to see you guys soon, and definitely check for our playlist. We have a playlist on the piano tutorials that we have. I think we're close to 30 now. And we also have a couple of playlists to get your piano skills a little bit to the next level. So we hope to see you guys soon. Take care. And definitely let us know any other topics that you would like to see us cover. We'll love to do that for you.